come on. Alright, hi you guys, and welcome back to Lenisha's channel. Some people know me by Madam Seer, Wise and Chosen, and the list goes on. Alright, if you are new here, then welcome. It's always great to have new people. And if you're returning, then hi, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Alright, we're going to start off with some archetypes. For some reason, I had wanted to pull some love confessions. I don't know why. In your mouth. The song that's on is called Planes by Jeremiah and J. Cole. This is the slowed down version. Yes. Oh, okay. This card it popped on out. It says destruction or damage. Tell me more about this apocalypse energy. Tell me more about this. We got the Hunter. Okay. Tell me more about this energy. Tell me more about this energy. What's going on with this energy? The Judge. So we got the Hunter, the Judge. When it comes to destruction or damage, these could be, remember this is my archetype deck. Let's take a trip. Alright. Tell me more about this destruction or damage energy with this Hunter Judge energy. We got the Seed. It talks about produce or reproduction, as well as capable of developing into something. So I feel like the destruction, the chaos, the damage that you guys experience in your life, this didn't do anything but create something powerful within. It helped with your judgment. It helped with your willpower. It helped with so many things. It's not just one thing. And then we have the Venom on the back of the deck. See, you went through all of these things. People who were corrupted, you were in the midst of the fire. So now it's time to suck the venom out so that you don't become corrupted. What you went through should not destroy you. It may have hindered you, but it should not damage you. So anything that's left within your vessel, your soul, your mind, and body, it needs to be healed and cleared. Whatever you did go through, it changed the whole trajectory of your life, including yourself.
Download and indulge in the tracks.
But this was the start. This was the start. See, this, little did anything or anyone know that this was just helping you develop into who you are. Maybe your authentic self, highest self, etc. Let's take a trip. Have you ever read The World Is Yours? On a blimp. So for some of you guys, perfecting your crafts could be significant. Whether you sing, dance, judge, hunt, okay? And these can all be metaphorical, all right? Hello, welcome in. This is a collective. Only take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for the other individual. If you guys want to get your own message out of a collective, because remember, a collective is not a personal, all right? I advise you to double tap the screen, share the live, follow, anything to contribute to the live that provides an energy exchange, because those are the individuals who I'm giving readings to, all right? And also, regardless, energetically, that's how we can pick up more on your energy. If you can't stay long for this message, it will be uploaded to my YouTube. I hope everyone is doing well. See, maybe you or other people thought that you would have become damaged, that whatever destruction was happening in your life was going to change you for the worse. But if anything, it helped with your spiritual gifts and you to come into the version of yourself that you were always meant to come into. See, some of y'all, you're not even running away from these type of things. See, you're not the prey, you're the hunter. Ooh. Yes, y'all experience death and rebirths. Whether it was someone who passed away in your life, whether it was an ego death, whether it was you going through things that changed who you were at these moments and times. And I feel like it has something to do with the betrayal, the deceit, people in your face, right under your nose, deceiving you. And maybe some of you guys may have even self-sabotage. But I feel like there's a spark here. Only you are able to create this, right? But there's always been a spark within you. So what I'm saying is you are the one to ignite it, or at least use that spark that has been ignited to soar, create. Maybe some of you guys are planning, looking towards the future. Some of you guys are looking at the map and wondering, where should I go next? Right? You have some choices. Maybe you're deciding to stay or leave situations. You are encouraged to let go and release, because there is a transformation. There is an ending of a cycle. There is a transition. Okay? I'm seeing something about time. Maybe it is time. All right? This is necessary change that has happened in your life. Although it was painful, etc. Regardless, this was going to get you to where you needed to be in life. So let go of the hurt, let go of the betrayal. Because little do you know, now you're an alchemist. Now you're a holistic consultant, a tarot reader. And everybody can be these things, but you are different. You're not like everybody else. Hi, Gabby. Welcome in. Apples, apple trees, or fruit trees. Trees with fruit on them. Maybe growing your own garden could be significant. Be patient. Be patient when it comes to being healed. Be patient when it comes to you evolving into who you're meant to be. Because remember, the journey is continuous. All right, just because the year ends doesn't mean, okay, well, no, you still got next year, the year after that, the year after that. Okay, some things may have ended, but you are still, nothing is ending within self. Something has ended, something may have ended, but nothing ended you. You're still on this journey. Angel number 4 could be significant. Angel number 4527. I'm seeing stability, control, organization, and form. All right, water energy and Scorpio energy could be significant. Air energy, fire, and earth. Age 52 could possibly be significant. I'm seeing you've been planting seeds for several years, or the seeds that are being planted with your experiences, even the not so good feelings, damage, destruction. I'm telling you, it's giving that song, let her cook. Okay, you cooking right now. Uploading. Tell me more about this apocalypse energy. Oh my goodness, child. Tell me more about this apocalypse energy. That's what I'm saying. These things just really built you into like an unstoppable machine. I don't want to say machine, but you know what I'm saying? You being in these naive energies, you not really knowing about your spiritual gifts, like all of these things. That's what I'm saying. Whatever you were meant to come into, it will happen. It doesn't matter if the people in this world has tried to stop it, shift your beliefs, whatever the case may be. Even when you first got into the plane, 4 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, whatever, 10, 12, 13. This is not doing anything but reshaping you into the version of yourself. This is, you're mastering things. Okay. The star. This is birthing you into a star, and you've always been a star. This song is called Renegade by Aaron Shaw. AARYANSHAH. Yeah, see, I'm seeing opportunities, renewal, faith, hope, healing, rejuvenation, and unexpected help. Queen of Pentacles energy, the nurturer, the creator. See, this has really created a new version of yourself. Now you're the high priestess. Now you're the earth angel. And like I said, you've always been these things, but this has helped you really. I'm telling you, imagine somebody who's a star right now. But imagine before they were a star, right? It's similar to this energy metaphorically, like the destruction, the damage, whatever has happened in your life. This has helped create you into the version of yourself who you were meant to come into. None of that superficial, people pleasing, I don't know my power, I'm just like everybody else. No. You've always been different, and now you're actually able to see how different you actually were. Now you can even see how strong you were because you've overcome a lot. The seeds that you have been planting, you're being encouraged to be patient when it comes to them blossoming and growing into abundance, into flowers, into fruits of your labor, into whatever. You're about to reap the fruits of your labor. You're about to step into this version of yourself that there will be no going back. You're not going to enter this period where you're like a lesser version of yourself. Like, you're constantly getting made, shaped. Okay, renewal is here, whatever. So look at that as you continue to go through certain things in your own life. Look at it as, this is shaping me into the person I am meant to be at the end of the day. And there's nothing wrong with you. I'm just saying, self-mastery, healing, a lot of things, wisdom, intuition. That's all that this is doing. See, people can have their opinions and they can try to create their little conclusions of something. They can't. You get the last say so in God itself. See, some of these people, like I said, they thought you was going to be left for dead. They thought that you weren't going to be in a certain energy. But see, that's what you get for thinking, babe. That's what you get for thinking, babe. We got returning to one's roots, nostalgia, someone sharing gifts. And then I'm seeing the Nine of Swords energy. See, people took your kindness for weakness, and now they have to suffer for not having a real friend, a real family member, a real lover in their energy. See, you don't have to suffer because you was always that in a bag of chips since you came out the womb. See, you just perfecting yourself. That's all it is. But these other people, they not on your level at all, and guess what? They can't even be near you because now you gaining confidence in yourself. Now you gaining the truth of who you truly are, which is, I'm telling you. So all of this, it may not make sense to some of y'all, but it'll make sense later. Y'all done dealt with a lot of anxiety, stress, struggle, and all you wanted to do was give and receive love. But see, you was giving these things to the wrong people. People who had these demons that they was fighting. And all of us have our own trauma and shadows, but baby, demons is something very different. Okay? And I feel like y'all are going to attract someone, some people actually. And this is most definitely giving platonic friendships. It could be love, like romanticism is what I meant. Something about your pet trying to get your attention. This cat is trying to get her attention. Or it's just climbing on her or touching her. See, you were the best thing that ever happened to anyone. And a lot of you guys, if you were in romantic connections, you were the best thing to ever happen to them. You were the best that they ever had. And that's in any way, any form. See, before y'all were children, hopeful, optimistic, etc., you may have started losing certain faith along the way, etc., with all this stuff that was happening. But see, now all of these things are turning around. Tell your mama to give it to you, bitch. Yep. Learning how to love yourself. You came into the world not knowing how to love self, but how to love everybody else. And that wasn't taught. Right? So nothing is destroyed or damaged. That version of yourself is still there. It's just you're coming back to that. But even a better version, because the naive and gullible energy won't be there. Not knowing about your spiritual gifts won't be there. Feeling like you're human and God isn't within you. Baby, you are a spiritual being in a human body. If there wasn't a spirit or whatever in this vessel, it wouldn't be able to do nothing. You've had your heart broken for years. There's still some healing that needs to be done. But look, little do you know, joy is about to blossom into your life. Happiness. And maybe some of you, like I said, this was just illuminating you to the truth and your truth. Don't look at it as, oh, this destroyed, this damaged, I'm so depressed. No, that's the venom that has been left in your energy. You need to suck that up out of you. That produces negative thoughts, insecurities, etc. That is not your energy. That was not meant for you. See, people, they were poisonous and they were instilling that. Betraying you, rumors, gossip, bullying, whatever you went through. Give it some time. You still cooking. Let her cook. Baby, this is not the end of the journey. But I promise you you haven't seen nothing yet. But whatever this spark and everything that you still have within you, because nobody took that away from you. I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you feel like you can't laugh how you used to, smile how you used to, you miss your old self. I'm telling you now, give it time, babe. This ain't the end. You act like you dead. You still alive, you still maneuvering, but some things do take time. And I feel like you have to be patient with yourself and with your journey. But if you really open your eyes right now, you will see that you really top tier and you have always been. You just need to heal from the poison, the venom that people have sank into you. And you have the power to do so. You have the power to create the life you want, and I feel like that's going to happen. Like I said, I feel like that tower in your life, it had to happen. It had to. But that was a blessing in disguise. It didn't feel very great. But some of y'all was maneuvering in the world as people who, look, I'm trying to tell you. So refined. I'm seeing success and opportunity, truth and fairness, rebirth. Exactly. The balance of opposites and decision. Heavy water energy, emotions. Creativity. Get to know this new version of yourself, because baby, you'll be transforming again next year. This all has, see, whatever happened several years ago, you still cooking right now. But see, it'll happen a little quicker when you learn how to heal and when you learn how to provide yourself with the self-care and love and nurturing energy that you do to any and everything else. Even when it comes to finances. See, somebody can put something on your table and baby, you'll make a house into a home, right? You'll make a few herbs out of medicine, right? You'll get some out the pantry and like, damn, it's only 3 things, babe. Making a whole dish, babe. You have people who are in competition with you, conflict, petty arguments, personality clashes. Y'all just don't get along. And I feel like that's the point. Why would you want to get along with people who don't respect a god or a goddess? Who doesn't even believe that God is within themselves, so they're limited. They can't expand. They are corrupted already, and see, they could never poison you with the same thing. Give yourself time. Some of y'all, your intuition is a bit hindered. But you can do certain things to change things around. You don't have to keep sitting in the dump. You don't have to be down in the dumps, okay? Be gentle with yourself. But I'm seeing the ending of a chapter, and you're encouraged to stand your ground against the opposition. Some of you guys are encouraged to network, or you're going to be coming into connections with people who align with you, your life, your goals, your values. People who share similar wisdom as you. People who you can actually sit and listen to as well. You know how you've always been the type to be the one who inspires and heals and this and that. No, you're attracting people who are also in that energy. You're attracting people who can sit up there and talk to a bunch of people, and people gonna sit there and listen. You will probably be one to listen to them too, hell. Which is crazy because you the high priestess, you the this, you the that, you the Hierophant. So it feels good when you can have people around you who knows how to love, reciprocate energy, who also has wisdom, who's high priestesses, like all of this energy. So like I said, old life, no longer. Old you, no longer. But you still cooking. Your life still cook. Everything getting it, don't worry. But I promise you, by the time that your time is done here on this earthly plane, and don't fear death, honey. That's the most peaceful part of it all, okay? You come here, you're supposed to be enjoying yourself, learn and evolve and whatever, right? It's not supposed to be, especially your life is not supposed to be filled with like all this pain, damage, black aura energy, nah. But it can happen. But the thing is, you tough. And some of y'all, you didn't lose yourself like you thought you did. And that old version of yourself, it's not necessarily, I'm saying, oh, this is dead, no longer, da-da-da. No, you're just coming into renewal, regeneration. Rejuvenation is what I meant to say. Some of you guys, you breaking generational curses. You'll be the one to create the generational wealth. Like I said, you're the catalyst to things. See, things may not have been easy. Nobody ever said it was gonna be. But you sure do make life look easy, honey. You a person that really could flex for real. Even in the midst of feeling insecure or your intuition being hindered, etc., you still operate as a boss, a chosen one, whatever you want, anything that's top tier energy. Don't forget that, because people will try to help you forget it. When people don't see these things within themselves, they don't have it within themselves, they most definitely will want to shatter your own ego. But you can't let them do that. See, the crazy thing is, when people think they've shattered you, broken you the whole time, this you. You're like, oh, okay, you want to do that to my house? You want to destroy me, my mind, body, and soul? Guess what? You ain't did shit for real. I'm still standing. I still love myself. I'm still loving other people. I'm still doing what the hell I'm going to do. You ain't do shit for real. Somebody could be thinking about you and wanting to give you some type of gift, maybe vice versa. This could be somebody from your past or your childhood, or people from your past or childhood could just be significant overall. Like I said, you had many people do you dirty, and it was those who were close to home. Some of these people wanted to humble you. They wanted you to behave. Like, who the hell they think they're talking to, right? Who the hell do they think they are, right? Little did they know, they did not know who they was messing with. They didn't know. They didn't see you guys as a high priestess. They didn't see you as this. They didn't see you as that. But they knew your worth. They knew what you could bring to the table. They seen it. Business savvy, good business sense. The nurturer, the creator. Doing many things at once. Because you're a jack of all trades. You're not new to this. You're true to this. Even if you don't remember. Because look, guess what? I guess the memory wasn't necessary because you're seeing it in real time. Y'all are creating a whole, I'm telling you, like 30 years from now, 20 years from now, 10 years, however it may be for you, whenever it's going to happen, 5 weeks from now, you're going to see. You're going to see. You may not see the results and everything right now, but you will. Remember at once upon a time, you started seeing the results to your progress? When once upon a time you wasn't seeing it? So just like how when you feel like your life is in shambles and you calling on God's name and God come in right on time, it's like similar to the energy. Like, little do you know, that's why it's important to live in the present moment. Don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. You're going to come into, look, destiny is destiny, fate is fate. You're going to come into everything, the happy families, the soul connections. And when I say soul connections, this ain't no fairy tale, sis. This is dead ass. I'm telling you, true love, it always existed. See, you may have just been too naive to choose the right person. That's okay. Maybe if you had stronger, more whatever parents, right? And this is not to blame them, but this is just to also just, I mean, let's talk about reality for real. Let's talk about the reality of things. You put a lot of things on your own shoulders when, baby, you were created to fail. You were created to be hated, right? You came into a world filled with demons. And you existing is a blessing to any and everybody, even if they don't know it. You guys are literally powerful. You have powerful spiritual team. And you here for a reason. And the thing is, you don't have to put all the weight on your shoulders and say, okay, my purpose is to save the world. No, honey. You didn't come here for everybody else. Unless you believe that, that's your own beliefs. I ain't going to take away your beliefs. But I feel like y'all was meant to come and live a lavish life. You could be earth sign. I feel like your life was supposed to be filled with luxury and peace. Yeah. So if that is not your life, suck the venom out because you're doing it to yourself. See, you probably would have been living this life if you wouldn't have went through a lot of things. But you got to remember that if you didn't go through any of those things, you wouldn't be who you are today. So you don't have to hate people. You don't even have to blame your parents, because if that's the case, you're going to have to blame your parents' parents, and then blame your parents' parents' parents, and then blame your parents' 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 parents, right? It's going to continue to go on. Keep the love in your heart, babe. That's the flex. Who else going to do it? Who else going to do it? You right here saving the damn world. Because you exist. I'm telling you, the world would have been destroyed and everything else if you did not exist. I don't care if you're not known. I don't care if only 2 people know you. I don't care what it is. This is bigger than the 3D plane, babe. So let's see what only you need to be the one to get it together, to heal, to recognize who the hell you are and that success is within you and that you have opportunities. Many. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to do this, do that. If something is not working out or going as planned, give it some time. Or maybe take a different approach. Or maybe ... It's always something. The answers are always in our face. Sometimes we don't realize it until later. But that's okay. Everything happens for a reason, right? See, people gossiping about you, taking gifts back, hurting you with their words, mentally hindering you, and yet you still, it's just beautiful, beautiful energy. Beautiful. Past, present, future energy could be significant, all right? Some of you guys could have experienced a Tower moment. something that happened out the blue. It was possibly very chaotic, destructive, right? It possibly changed the trajectory of your whole entire life. It probably was something that you didn't expect, and it possibly didn't feel too good. For others of y'all, this is going to turn around. Well, I didn't mean to say for others of y'all, but this is going to turn around and come into another tower moment, but one that's less of darkness and more of light. And I just mean that in the sense of, instead of the chaos, the destruction, the upheaval, the this and that, it's going to be joy. This, that, I'm telling y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. But you got to remember, your destiny is reserved. It's already set. So all you just got to do is just live. Stop worrying. Stop stressing yourself out, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Don't run away from your challenges, because the challenges and everything else is how you become who you are today too. The problems, the challenges, I'm telling you. You just got to look at things in a certain way. Some of y'all, little do you know, you're dwelling on the past. You're dwelling on the relationship that didn't work out. You're dwelling on into your negative emotions, sadness that's turning into depression. All this worry and anxiety and staying up at night because your thoughts are keeping you awake. Even if you don't even feel like you in your thoughts. Some of y'all, you just need to sit and not do anything. I'm seeing some of y'all just sitting in your bed. This could have been you in the past. Like, recognize how far you've come and know that the journey is not over and that you still have more to go, but that it doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be bad. I feel like you guys went through that period already, and this is just you. This is just the aftermath. So on your end, it's time to alchemize. Rejuvenation, right? Some of you guys are working on something. You could be working on one thing at a time. Some of you guys could be inventors. You could be somebody who very intuitive. Maybe you're not getting no intuitive downloads at the moment. Maybe you don't feel like you're getting intuitive downloads, but maybe you're just getting logical ideas or something. But take that into account too. You act like you don't have a refined intellect, honey. Do what you need to do for your intuition. You don't have to just sit and be like, oh my gosh, my intuition is this. Okay, do what you have to do. You are also the creator. Some things was created in your life, and don't worry. Anything that was outside of your control is going to be taken care of. You didn't create this for you. So trust me that it's going to be taken care of. It's already been taken care of. Even when before the problem even came, the solution was already thought about. It was already created. The solution is always created, honey, any problem. It's just you create your life based on your own beliefs. So if you have negative thoughts, restricting or limiting beliefs, etc., that's going to be your reality. But if you're this person of expansion and positive thinking and optimism, that's going to be your reality. All right? I'm seeing all your dreams are coming true. You can bet your life on it. I'm telling you right now. But do know, you have free will. And sometimes it does take you to put that action into certain things. I'm seeing a spark of renewal is going to be coming back. And whenever you do get that energy, babe, take off with it. Take off with it. Inspired action or whatever the energy is. Somebody could have a Roku TV. Michael Jackson could be significant. Religious traditions. Yep. So some of y'all may still feel in the midst of the fire and everything, but you're still going through this process, okay? But I promise you, things have to come tumbling down so that you can build on solid foundation within self, others, and your whole entire life. Don't worry. I'm seeing a reunion, nostalgia, opportunities that can help bring fame. or renewal to self. That's possibly the energy that you guys are coming into now. Excuse me. You gotta go out and go get this, whatever this is. Your intuition here, you gotta go out and fix that. You can make a house into a home, you gotta go out and do that. You deserve, like, you're in this star energy. Well, baby, let us see you, right? And I mean, hey, if you want to be stingy with yourself, that's you. I feel like you still gonna be able to, whichever path you go. Ain't no wrong way, just your way. And if you have lessons along the way, which 9 times we always do, especially when we don't have experience in certain things and everything else, that's okay though. Because not having the experience and then going out and doing something, that's what brings, you know what I'm saying, the experience. What you just gonna do? Oh, I don't got the da-da-da, so I'ma just not do. No, that's what, how do you think you got here today? Moving your body, your mouth, and everything else. Don't close out your heart chakra. Somebody is returning from your past. I don't know if you're finna be connecting with family or something like that, a reunion or something, but I'm also seeing, maybe this can even be people from a past life, people who are more connected to you. I'm seeing new friendships, new love offers, you coming into new emotions. If you were once depressed, I'm seeing you come into joy. If you were once worried, I'm seeing you no longer. I'm seeing you come out of that mental anguish. But sometimes it does take you to help yourself get out of these things. Like I said, you have to be the one to suck that venom out of you. Your spiritual team and everybody else is going to be the helping hand and helping it. But they are not you. They are not living your own life. That's the best thing about free will anyway. But it's also the scary thing because you also have to take accountability and make certain moves in your own life. So whatever is destined for you, it will be destined for you. But at the same time, no. Action and you creating your own, you know what I'm saying, things is what's really going to catapult you somewhere. Save yourself. Don't wait for nobody else to do it. Even God itself. God is always there with you though. You know? But some things, it's like one of those situations where they like, you know, this is my child. I would love to step in. But I gotta let them, you know, live this life how they gonna live it. I gotta let them, you know, go through what they go through. I gotta let them be them and do them. This is not my own personal life. So I'ma sit back. I'ma guide. I'ma love them. But some of y'all, you're not even connected to your divine spiritual team because you're not really connected with yourself. Some of y'all talking about feeling like you want to give up on love. Okay, that don't matter. Just don't give up on loving yourself. You forgetting giving up on love is also giving up on the love of self because all of that is connected. Little do you know, you're breaking generational curses. And by the time that you do have family, you're going to be able to be extremely proud. Maybe right now or last year, the 10 years or whatever, something wasn't the best and you went through this huge shift that you practically destroyed you in your life, whatever you want to say. But don't miss the bigger picture. Don't miss the point of it all, okay? Anthony Hamilton, point of it all. Because the point of it all is I love you. It's so crazy. You don't see, some of y'all, you don't see how excellent you are. You don't see how far you've come. That's why you worry. That's why you shook a little. If you wasn't in this energy, that's why you gotta suck the venom out. If you weren't in that energy, child, you'll be probably somewhere out the country, planting a garden, not paying bills, no more, some spectacular healed shit, peaceful shit, you know. But instead, you're in your head, you're in your comfort zone. You indecisive on moving forward from people or cutting people off or letting go of certain things, pain, etc. You still stuck on things that happened in the past. You still showing up sad and depressed or with this intense anxiety. Like, what? Collective. But it's cool. Don't beat yourself up. You went through a lot. It's not for the weak. So it's a great thing that you're still maneuvering and moving forward. So be gentle with yourself. Okay? You know? But I see regardless, you making certain things, whenever you know that you need to do something, you'll do it. Or whenever I'm just saying, like, you doing it scared. You're doing it weakened. You're doing it damaged, hindered. But you won't be in this energy for long. Rest and then keep going. Take a break, but don't stop. These people done turned you into a damn god. You have so much love to give, and I feel like there's people out here who also has the same to give. And your attractiveness. See, before maybe you weren't in the energy to attract it because you were in people pleaser energy, because you didn't know any better, etc. You gotta pay attention to the changes, babe. And the crazy thing is, you're still shifting and changing. You'll be different tomorrow, next year, 10 years from now. But it's always a better version than whom you were 10, 20, whatever years ago. The spiritual gifts, the mind, the body. So I'm telling you. So this time, it's like you starting over, but with experience this time. See, before you was beginning, inexperienced, etc., misled, misguided. But even in the midst of all of that, you still coming into your destiny. That's powerful. No matter what happened on your journey, you still, like, it's crazy. Now your intuition may be hindered and everything else. That's why I'm saying that's stuff that you gotta do. You gotta work on it and everything else. You gotta suck the venom out, babe. Ain't nobody around you. Who gonna do it? You gotta do it. What you expecting the same people who put the venom in you to suck it out? No, babe. They can't even do that for themselves. Whatever you're working on, it's gonna be a success. Some of y'all are creating passive income. I'm seeing you get these new ideas or whatever. You're gonna be talking to new people. I just feel like you coming in, see, all that trial and tribulation, that's how you're able to be in this energy. That's how you're able to make balanced judgments. That's how you sit in astute energy. That's how you're able to be Queen of Swords, babe. And can't nothing get over a Queen of Swords. Then we got the Ten of Wands. See, I feel like y'all look at things in a negative way. You gotta look at it in a positive way this time around. Like, oh, I went through this and this was traumatizing. Okay, that's cool. Acknowledge it. Sit with yourself. Yeah, for sure. Your feelings are valid. But also, let's look at it from this other way. You know, what you feed, it grows. So you're gonna keep feeding negativity, etc. Baby, the world already do that. That's why the damn planet's so fucking low vibrational and lacks consciousness. Who knows where the world would be now? It would probably be destroyed if people like you did not exist. The world is your oyster. Keep soaring, because now you have discernment. The trials and tribulations brought forth wisdom. You went through a lot of pain, but you still loved just as hard before you even went through anything. That's the crazy thing. A lot of things that happen to you and like how you respond, whatever, I don't care if you spaz, if you went into depression. Those type of things are normal, especially for a person like you, emotional idealists, ethereal paragons, gods, goddesses, earth angels, yeah, star seeds, yeah. You human, but you also are spiritual. And to be conscious, able to give and receive love, etc., baby, that's a flex. And as you can see, majority of the world does not possess that type of energy. Now, we don't have to beat them up about it, shun them, etc., even though they're disgusting beings, because it's like, you know? But instead, you don't have to train your mind and everything else to stoop down to their level and start thinking how they think and feeling how they feel. If that was the case, that just would have been who you are, but you're not that person. Regardless, your heart is still the way it is, no matter what you went through. That just speaks volume. You can't be changed into a worse version of yourself, because there was never a worse version of you. There were just hindered versions from what other people have been doing to you and saying to you, etc. But the crazy thing is, you're still a good person. Tough, strong. You got to look at things as a learning experience, and that, you know, show gratitude. Show gratitude, because you weren't in these certain energies before, and you possibly wouldn't have came into them if you didn't experience the chaos, the destruction. I appreciate you guys for the feedback. It's all love. You're doing great. Regardless, you're doing great. Just try to live without, I'm telling you, the stress and the worry. That's just self-torture at this point. So whatever you need to do to help suck that venom out, because you see, we not back in those times where you went through those situations. You in a whole new era. Some of y'all in quantum leaped. Don't take the pain with you. You've been sitting in pain for several years. Things that happened decades ago. Things that happened maybe even recently. But see, if you would have known how to nip it in the bud back then, you probably would have been nipping it in the bud in the present moment. So it's like the earthly plane, think of it as a school. You learn in here. At the same time, you are becoming your own teacher, wise counsel, etc. Not just for other people, but for you, hon. You already have the answers. Tap in with the subconscious. Trust the inner wisdom. You didn't go through all these things for nothing. And I don't feel like it was purposely meant for you to go through. I feel like when we operate in life and we're inexperienced and we got to bump our head, that's just what happens. God didn't purposely say, yeah, make this person go through this, because, yeah. No. Operating with your own free will, you having this huge heart and just wanting to love and do this and do, that's just what happens to people, especially when you love the wrong people. But you didn't know that you could get heartbroken, right? You didn't know, oh, I could get cheated, right? Whatever your story is. But regardless, you getting built up into the strongest, toughest, most authentic, highest version of yourself, whatever words you want to use. And that's just that. Girl with the tattoo. You could have a particular tattoo that could be unique. Maybe somebody remembers you by a certain tattoo you have, etc. If they only knew. Girl with the tattoo. Alright, let's get some love confession messages. This may be how people feel about you. Is this a confirmation to go back to your ex who did you dirty? No, it is not. I'm just giving you messages that I'm called to give, okay? This may even be people in the future who has yet to come into your life. Maybe we getting some information on the new people, the healthy people, the divine beings. Because why not? God don't want to tease you. Yeah. It says, I know I need to work on myself. You can even look at this as your own energy or other people's energy. Maybe people who you haven't met yet, divine beings. But if this is your energy or another person, it says, I know I need to work on myself. See, and sometimes y'all be dealing with people who see their own problems and issues. They just don't be taking accountability. They got demons that they don't want to face, but they're willing to hurt everybody else. But I promise you, if they was in hell itself, they would beg and plead to go back in the past and make things right with you. They ain't such a big bad wolf as you think. They was just this child who was hurt, abused, etc., and they done turned into a maggot as an adult, not caring who they hurt, who they infect, etc. These people are weak. Respectfully. Because we all start off as kids, right? Nobody wishes to become the most hated person in the world. I hope you're not hating anyone either. That interferes with the energy of love. Don't block your heart chakra, because that's going to interfere with self-love. This does not diminish or lower your value because somebody cheated on you, betrayed you, lied to you, gossiped about you. What's that saying for the religious folk? They done talked about Jesus, right? The most perfect example of a human being, or a spirit being and a human. Like, you got to charge it to the game. You got to remind yourself what type of world you're really living in. You different, though. It says I spy on your social media. You got people who spying on your social media. Family, friends, anybody who you removing, cutting off, pulling away from. People, they feel that. They see that. They know it's their fault. Some people gonna try to convince you, nah, she tripping. They on that spiritual shit, or they on that dumb shit, or they just operate from their trauma. I ain't do shit to them. Whatever. You let people tell their lies. Don't allow that to move you any inch. Okay? Because guess what? God itself is going to handle it. You just handle the things that you need to handle. Period. You can't control anything outside of yourself, but I promise you, God itself is going to handle it. Flashing lights. Scorpio energy. Capricorn, Taurus, and or Virgo. Get grounded, get into nature, clear the mind, heal the mind, rest. When it comes to the mind, stop intaking extra information and more things like you've already, whatever you know you need to do, just do it. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Because sometimes you're going to have to be your own cheerleader. You're going to have to be your own support system. Even though, yes, spiritually you have the divine, etc., but if you're disconnected from that, you're going to feel alone. So until you work on that, for now, have your own back. Be your own friend. Love your goddamn self. Because if not, you're going to be attracting things that you don't deserve anyway. You up here with it. But it's like you living down here. See, that's when we start taking accountability for our own life, and we're not going to victimize ourselves and say, well, we went through this, we went through. No. Because we can get ourselves out of things. Come into a new energy. Because guess what? People going on with their life, even if they're miserable, they always been miserable. You don't become miserable. You don't become the worst version of yourself. I'm telling you, you on a mission. What Glow said, I'm on a mission. What she said? She said she working on getting everything that she lost. Some. When I say victim, it's like we look at things like, man, why me? Or I'm steady going through all of this stuff. Oh, this person, they snaked me. They got one up on me. No, they didn't, babe. You just gotta look at it like you was inexperienced. You didn't trust your intuition at the time. You didn't even know intuition existed, etc. Like, make shit make sense. Give yourself enlightenment about what you experience, what you go through. But don't sit in the tears all day. Yes, it's okay. You have these emotions for a reason. Feel all your emotions, whether it's anger, sadness, etc. But when you sit too long in something, it becomes low vibrational. That's when sadness turns into depression, etc. You ain't doing the time just going by. See, when people feed you certain information, it makes you feel like you need to slack in your journey. Like, oh, okay, well, this exists, so, nah, babe. We all are different people. We have our different beliefs. These beliefs were made by human beings itself. You're a human being. Why are you clinging on to everybody else's shit? Some people gonna tell you, don't worry about the time. Time is an illusion. You still got a lot of time. You can use that into certain situations, but don't use that for every, because then you may start slacking on your own journey, feeling like, well, I got time. But like I said, regardless, you're going to come into everything that you need to come into in divine timing regardless, okay? So yeah, time is an illusion. But don't let that be an excuse to slack and everything else. That's what they want you to do, honey. Somebody loves the way you dress. You put that shit on, huh? It says, I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. When I'm talking to you, I don't know what to say. Look, that means they want to talk, they ain't got nothing to say. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. You ain't got shit to say. Because guess what? You don't need to say shit. They ain't gonna do nothing but feed your lies and everything else. But look, that's the thing. This ain't doing nothing but it's like more things to help you learn, grow, and evolve. That's it. Don't ever run away from conflict and challenges and none of that. Jerry Dunn says challenge your limits. Don't limit your challenges, babe. See, some of these people thought, oh, you dress nice, you look nice. They didn't know what you was capable of. They didn't know who you was soulful-wise. They didn't know what that mind held. They didn't know who you were. Whole time, they should have been down on the ground kissing your feet. That's how powerful you are, worshiping your energy. We don't live in those times anymore where people be doing that, huh? But see, you are going to be the one to change the world where people are going to start back doing that shit. You and many other chosen ones in this plane. See, I'm telling you. But this one doing nothing but helping you come into the version of yourself that you were meant to come into. And come into the life that you were meant to experience and live. So I don't know how it's looking for you right now. Some of y'all enjoying life. Some of y'all maybe not so much. Some of y'all, it's in the middle. But I'm telling you, this is not the end of the road. And know that you still haven't experienced some of the most greatest things in your life. Like, you've experienced possibly some of them, but know that there is still more to come. That's a good feeling, right? That's a good thought to know that, man, there's still a bright future ahead of me. There's still great things that I haven't done yet that is destined for me to do and to come into. Like, it's a process. Don't rush to the destination, baby. It's all about the journey. Somebody thinks that you are so adorable. Thank you guys for reposting the live and sharing the live. If you could double tap the screen, share, follow, comment your feedback, that'll be nice, especially so I can pick up more on your energy. If you want to get your own personal message, the list is open. Nobody is currently on the list. I may be getting off soon. I just wanted to hop on here and do a little message. This is by Snow Allegra, SNOHAALEGRA. It's called Do for Love. And then it's spelled D-O, but I thought D-U-E when I said that out loud. It's been long overdue. But see, at this time, just give that love and everything to yourself. You are the best thing to ever happen to you, not anyone else. I don't care if they're divine masculine or divine feminine. You're the best thing that ever happened to you and to ever walk this earth. You are the prize. You are the truth. Yeah. Magical. You didn't have a core interest at first, because guess what? People was trying to tell you that it was devilish, it was evil. The whole time you were an occultist. You grew up in religion. The whole time you was a free spirit. Wise, chosen. So like I said, everything is unfolding naturally how it's meant to be. Bump your head, you live, you learn, you're going to come into who you're destined to be. So you see how ain't many of these coming out. Love self. Appreciate self. It don't matter how everybody else seeing you. How do you see you? Embody that. Trust in that. And believe that. Matter of fact, know that. Beliefs, they can shift, they can change. At times, they not even true. So I'm gonna need you to know this, babe. Half of y'all, you already do. You just need to trust more in that or something, gain the confidence. Others, y'all, you probably don't know this at all. But you're gonna see. But don't be looking for me and everybody else to tell you. You all that in a bag of chips, honey. Know that. Even if people tell you the opposite, you gotta tune out the negativity. Like I told y'all, misery loves company. It's what they do, babe. They low vibrational. What else to expect from low vibrational beings? Come on now. They crabs in the bucket. They try to steer you off your path. Destiny swap with you. And when I mean destiny swap, I mean literally try to make your life go in a whole nother direction than what you really meant to go about. And I use meant to very lightly. You know, you live, you learn, you come into your experiences like how you do. But I feel like at the end of the day, you are always going to come into exactly the life that you were meant to live. But don't forget, you have free will. So wishing on a star is cool, manifesting is cool, but don't forget, how was you able to do the things that you did in the past? Remember the times when you didn't know anything about manifestation, etc.? So in order to get to where you needed to be, you had to put in action. I feel like God was still working in mysterious ways. But it's the same in today's time. Balance out spirituality and practicality. Practicality is the actual use of doing something. This song is called Love Song. It's by Cash Page. Hope you smile when you listen. Be for attention and you like no games. Ain't been the same, like who been on your mind? Who got your time? You hear she asking these questions that's irrelevant. Girl, F them. We don't care who on their mind. Collective, who on your mind? Get them off. You should be on your mind. Your goals, your dreams, etc. You didn't come here to live for everybody else. You didn't come here to lay on your back and get pregnant. Baby, what's really good? What's up? But you thought you needed this and that to tell you how to get there, you got all the answers already within, babe. Wake up. Stop letting other people tell you how you meant to live and what you're supposed to do and what you need to believe in, I'm telling you. Look, it says the situation will improve. I already had told y'all that. But your angel's coming out for you. And they confirming it. Like, yeah. She said that. It's true. This situation will improve. Y'all ascending. And y'all already had this high rank and status, but I feel like now like some of y'all are dead as earth angels. And you're returning back. You're returning back, babe. Went from human to spiritual to child. It's just something cooking. That's all I know. Thank you, Sunday. Look, it says ask your angels. Any negative thoughts, worries, fears, send it to your angels for healing. Anytime you want to reach out to your angels, ancestor, spirit team, whatever you want to call it, do so. You're powerful, you're chosen, you're loved. You don't have to sit and suffer in silence, journal, meditate, go out into nature, hug a tree. It works. The things that they make seem like it's so crazy and all that, it be the main thing. It be the main thing that I'm telling you. I don't know if you got questions or you whatever, but ask your angels before you ask anybody else. And shit, you can have your whole counsel within. Facts. But you think you just chop liver? You think you don't know what you talk about? Welcome to the team. Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius. Energy is significant. Make sure you're drinking your water. Alright. I prefer coconut water because it got all the minerals and vitamins in there. It's not just regular H2O that's been purified, but that's low-key still not purified. We got recovery. That's what I'm saying. You in this space of recovering. You're recovering. Recovering from the things that were meant to destroy you. The grave that they dug for you is the one that they're now living in. We got to communicate clearly. Open up that throat chakra, babe. Whatever you want, demand it, ask for it, say that, speak that, facts. Open your mouth. Say what you mean what you say. Number 10 is significant. Number 8, we got reconsider. Yeah, reconsider going down that path that they told you to. Reconsider listening to the advice that they gave you, babe. They were just trying to steer you somewhere else. Reconsider. What is it that you need to reconsider? The choices that you've been making? The path that you're going down? What is it that you need to reconsider? Maybe some of you guys, this message just didn't belong to you. This is a collective. But just take it how it resonates. That's, don't cheat yourself. It's like going to the gym and half-ass doing something. You ain't shit. You doing it to yourself, babe, at the end of the day. So whatever you know you need to do, go ahead and knock it out. So that you won't have to worry about it later. See, karma is cause and effect. What you do or don't do is going to catch up with you. That's the consequences about it. You don't have to think of everything as, I'm being tested and da-da. Think of what you do now is going to pave the way for you or create that future for you. You stagnant, you ain't doing nothing with your life, you believing in what everybody else saying, you getting projected, etc. Turn those weaknesses into strengths. The present is going to reflect on how your future is going to look. Just think about the stuff that happened in the past. It reflected how that present moment before has looked. Perfect your crafts. Learn new things. Try something different. Come on now. Step outside of your comfort zone. Expand. Meet new people. Like you around the same people who you met when you wasn't spiritual. Come on now. And this ain't all about connecting with everybody else. Like I said, you're the prize at the end of the day. I said I don't care if somebody is divine masculine or divine feminine. You are your most prized relationship, babe. Don't ever feel like somebody else is that much. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so desperate for any and everybody else. Love, friends, family. You are the chosen one, babe. See nobody else but you. And you'll go far. You'll go far. And it'll create less heartbreak. Because half of y'all, you be wearing your heart on your sleeve. Turn those weaknesses into strengths. Do what you need to do in your own life. You don't have to listen to me. But some of y'all going to wish that you did. Because then you're going to be 50, 80, 100. And regret like the other 80-year-olds were. Who sitting up here telling y'all their story. They sitting up here with regret. And trying to give advice and tell young people what to do. We gonna bump our head regardless. But you don't have to. Follow the inner compass. Look, romance. Y'all are attracting true love. And if it's not just friendships. You are actually, how do you think you're gonna come into that happy family situation? Because half of y'all are going to be creating that happy family because you're going to be connecting with a divine counterpart, and y'all are going to create a family. Maybe even if you don't even have to have kids, but where you think that whole generational curse breaking and everything else is going to stem from? You're already doing that and operating that. Romance. Y'all was did dirty in your love life. But see, look, right when I was talking about it, you synchronicities, straight up. We got forgiveness. You was did dirty in your love life. But, yeah. You was did dirty in your love life. But, simple. Hold on to pain and struggle and everything else for what? That's hindering you from being the best individual that you could be. That's why you don't forgive for everybody else. You do it for you. You forgiving not because you over it. Not because, I guess, that wasn't that big of a deal. It's, no, babe, that ain't why, hon. Your life can change overnight. It's all about your mindset and your changed behavior. Get out of the south node, go into the north node. Some of y'all, you'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, or you'll start to change today. It all depends. But at the end of the day, be gentle with yourself. Be kind. But don't slack on your journey, because you ain't hurting nobody but you. Be assertive. Be assertive. This song is called I'm in Love. Be in love with yourself. If you want to be in love with your life, you got to create it to be something that you want to be in love with. Some of y'all would need to go to Paris. I see Paris in your future, child. I see mountains and shit. No city. I'm seeing crazy, child. You are abundant. It is your birthright. Only you can hinder that. Nobody else. They tried. It seems like they failed because you still, you know what I'm saying? You are the only one that can get in the way of this. I'm the only one. Look, we got helpful people. You're going to be helped along the way whenever you need it. You don't have to go back to other people and get into depression. You don't have to be so desperate to where you go back to people who hurt you and feel like, well, I need this person. This my baby dad, and I'm ready to move forward for him because he's not healthy for me or my children. But damn, I need him because we need somewhere to live. What? Baby, God got you. God flows through all people, even the nasty ones. But I promise you, helpful people all over. God sends it. I'm telling you, before you even know the issue is about to happen, the solution was already created. Look, it says ask for help from others. Closed mouths don't get fed. You want to know about the opportunities? You want to do this? It's time to network. It's time to open yourself up to people who are in alignment with you. You had people who was trying to impersonate being helpful when in actuality they weren't being no goddamn helpful, and you seen that and you knew that. Maybe you feel like, oh, maybe it's my trauma, or oh, maybe I'm overthinking, or oh, maybe they do mean well, or maybe I should just, look at this in a different way, because don't self-sabotage on your journey. This song is called Spread Thin by Mariah the Scientist. It's time to get serious with your life, but at the end of the day, baby, still play. Okay? What's life without play? Peace. That's how it's meant to be, honey. You already did all the work that you need to do in this motherfucker. Now it's just you coming into renewal and rejuvenation. Right? Ending of one chapter, the beginning of a new one. But this one is different, and so will the other ones be. You always think the only one who needs. See, when she first started this song, it's something that she said that was very significant for this collective, and then she started going further and further. So this Spread Thin song could be very significant for some of y'all. If you want to look up the lyrics to the song, cool, so you can really know what she's saying for real. See, y'all not alone in this situation. There's plenty of other people who can relate to you. Hey, at the end of the day, we're on our own paths. You'll come into connection with people who you meant to come into, but don't be so desperate for it. You don't know who the hell you are? Because I would probably be so desperate to come in people's energy if I didn't know that I was thebomb.com. Yeah, so get it together. Don't play with yourself like that, because I ain't gonna play with you. Don't play with yourself. Alright, but within the next few weeks, look for a sign. Alright? Within the next few weeks, look for a sign. This can be anywhere from today for the next 3 weeks. Just look for signs. You're gonna confirm what you know. Everything is not a coincidence, babe. Sometimes you may even come across a tarot reading like, ooh, confirmation. See, this divination tools is tapping in with the unknown, the mysterious. But know that these are just tools, and that you are the true, I'm telling you, answer to it all. You have all the answers that you need within. We don't need these, babe. You don't need a lot of stuff. You just need you. You just need you, okay? It says no need to worry. I told y'all that earlier. What you want me to keep saying? It's just confirming from left to right. They calling you Delulu because they as not in tune with their imagination. They become damaged, destroyed. But not you though. Y'all could have literally went through the same shit, and you still, you know what I'm saying? Hey, who is you? Do you know who you are? You better act like it, babe. You better act like it, babe. But some of these things you're gonna have to put action towards. There's still a spark somewhere in you. Ignite it. Do something. Maybe you'll have to do something for it to become ignited. Like some of y'all, stagnancy not gonna bring the answers to you. Look, meditation brings answers. You see how I just said stagnancy not gonna bring the answers to you, but doing something is, whether it's meditation, whether it's trusting in yourself, whether it's taking a leap of faith, whether it's whatever. But stagnancy will never do it for you. Sometimes sitting, pausing. Regardless, you're still doing something though. Live with purpose and intent. You'll be alright. Trust that inner compass, inner guidance. Look at things differently from a higher perspective. Look, trust, exactly. Especially because half of y'all got this high priestess in the reverse. So some of y'all, you walking down this path and you don't even know if you're making the right choices, decision, whatever it may be for you in your own life. But that's okay. In the midst of darkness, in the midst of unknown, trust. Like I said, what you think you just chopped liver? I'm telling you, you a beast. You a god. That's not normal to the world. So they try to tell you that you tripping. That's self-righteous, that's this. It's not normal to them. But of course it's not going to be normal to people, baby, who not in tune with their damn self, who don't love themselves, who've been told by people that they love, that they want shit, that they never going to be shit. So what do you think people are going to tell you? This has been embedded in their head. Stop listening to everybody else. Donald Trump, president. Do you see what the country has come to? Why is Donald Trump the president? Don't listen to everybody. Stop doing what everybody's doing. Do what the hell you're going to do. They're going to always tell you, oh, that don't sound good. Oh, that don't make sense. You going out the country? They not going places. They don't want you to go places. When you don't listen to them, then you'll see like, wow. You were born a star. It's no doubt that you will become one. But you have to move things around, create shit, do shit, period. You got to do it scared. You got to do it weakened. You got to do it tired. Because guess what? Something is going to spark up regardless. Just keep moving, but don't ever stop, though. Rest, but don't ever stop. Don't ever give up, though. Something cooking. You still cooking. But at the end of the day, the target, the goal is inner peace. Some people don't think that comes with happiness, but I guarantee you it does. Trust. I never tell anybody anything that I even never experienced myself. I'm a wise counselor. I speak off wisdom. I'm a healer. I give messages of aid, guidance. Okay? Fuck with me. Make sure you give me a follow or you'll never see my face again. Don't let nobody play with you. You the high priestess. You didn't let people play with you. Like, you didn't go through a lot of trial and tribulation to become who you are. That's why you got the wisdom. That's why you got the common sense. That's why you able to do this and do. You forgot. Don't forget again, bruh. That's gonna fuck you up this time. But I feel like y'all always come back from anything. But don't fuck around and find out though. Keep pushing forward. We don't test shit around here. We ain't gonna test none of that. Oh, let me see. Let me do this. Let me just test and see if that's gonna... We're not self-sabotaging. We're doing what's best for us. People, they always want to try to reconcile and come back into your life. The same very people who hurt you. Like the audacity. Y'all don't get your audacity ass out of here. But hey, you got free will. Of course, somebody who don't care about themselves as much and, you know, low self-esteem, etc., of course they're gonna try to come back into your energy. People who don't really love you for real, respect you enough to let you go, etc., of course they're gonna come back around. See, me, if I ever was to hurt a soul, I will understand, baby. Leave me. Kick me to the curb, babe. Facts. I'm not finna chase you. I'm not finna do none of that. Because guess what? I want in the energy to appreciate you, to reciprocate the love you give. So I'm not finna sit up here and beg and get back into your... Nah, respectfully cut me to the curb. Kick me to the curb. So you respectfully cut anybody off who play with you. It's not personal. You don't have to hold grudges. You don't have to carry resentment. I told you, that's not going to get you very far. Your heart chakra is extremely important. All your chakras. The heart is why you even do things. Why you feel inspired, why you do this, why you do that. It's tied to creativity as well. It's more important than you think. It's not just used to love everybody. You seen how you change people's lives when they come into your life and you love them or you give them attention or you entertain them for a second. A glow up. Blessings, love. We ain't got no more time to level up other people. Level up your damn self. If you're not where you want to be in life right now, baby, look, we ain't got time to be talking and playing games with everybody else. Like I said, you came into this world alone, you will most definitely die that way. If you leave this plane without creating the life that you want to live, I done warned you. You have free will. In order to get to these places you want to get to, a lot of times it does take you putting into action. See, God is always creating these opportunities for you. But it just takes you to step out there. But some of y'all, you sad, you depressed, you struggling, you still hurt from the past. See, that's the blockage. That's what's going to hinder you every time. So you got to nip it in the bud. You got to do everything that you need to do right now so that life can be, you know what I'm saying, more, smooth sailing. Instead of bumping the road, We create the obstacles, honey. Ain't no obstacles in our way. God clearing them obstacles for you. So if something seems hard to obtain or come by, whatever, it gotta be a good reason. Maybe it's not maybe it's not the time. Or maybe it has something to do with you. Maybe it's the way you thinking. Maybe it's the way you seeing something. Maybe it's the way you operating or showing up. Are you showing up? You gotta show up for yourself. See, y'all show up for everybody else, but do you show up for yourself? And then you expecting them for these same people to show up for you. That's not how it works. Cause see, you're needing to be taught a lesson. So shit is purposely going in that certain way, just so you can be taught that lesson. But it's a blessing in disguise, cause it's in the form to help you level up and to upgrade your life. All right. The situation will improve when you improve it. See, God already doing what it do. It's just you co-create with the universe, babe. It's not just God itself. This is not God's life itself. Some people believe that God is living through all of us and experiencing itself in many forms, but that's another belief system. A lot of times you don't know if these things are true. If you're gonna have any belief system, I would say make sure it's not negative. All right, anything that's negative is false. Keep that in mind. Get more connected to you. Get more connected to whom you feel your ancestors are. Sometimes that also takes a practical approach. That's why some people be creating altars or whatever. Some people don't believe in doing all that. Regardless, this is your life. You do you. Your health, I'm seeing you improving. Like, your health is going to be improving. I feel like you're literally taking the certain steps to do this, or you're encouraged to. I'm telling you, it's always time to you also see God. I'm telling you, it's always doing whatever it got to do. I'm telling you, for you. The opportunities, blasting it. But sometimes it takes you to do, to come into a certain energy yourself. But how can you move into that energy if you're depressed, if you're stressed, if you still, dwelling on something from the... That's why you got to heal to move forward. You got to forgive so you can move forward. You got to do this, you got to do that. It's more important than you think it is. I know you see some people with gray hair now, and they miserable as hell. That's because they still dwelling on like they ain't going nowhere in their life for real, and they not able to really enjoy their life. Would you want to be here for another 50, 80 years, and you ain't enjoying your life? Oh hell no! That's torture right there, and that's you putting yourself through that own prison. You free as hell, but you putting yourself in that prison. So make sure you do what you need to do for you, and when it's time, surround yourself with people who are just as great as you. I'm telling you. We ain't discriminating, we ain't doing this and doing that, but we've accumulated the wisdom to know how we should show up now, how we should move now. This ain't personal, babe, but it's personal, right? This ain't personal for you goofy motherfuckers, but this is personal for me. I owe this to myself. Yeah. You let everybody else do what they gonna do and live how they want to be in their own life. Shit, do you, babe? But see, me, this personal. Look, in the near future. And there's something better. I'm telling you. A shifted mindset. New way of thinking. Acting differently or actually putting in action. I'm telling you, life could change for y'all overnight. I'm telling you. So be mindful in who you listening to, what you intaking, what you doing. Child, pumpkins are significant. Yep. Some of y'all, like I said, you're going to have to be assertive. I'm seeing an opportunity, and you need to trust. See, some things don't be the right time. But then again, action is most definitely necessary for there to be success. What is it that you're going to have to compromise with? Some of y'all, you don't have to compromise with shit. But for others of y'all who are in a more stagnant energy, what are you going to have to compromise? The laziness, the negative self-talk. Yeah. What can you do? What do you have to do to shift something, to make it come into fruition? This song is called All to Me. The universe wants, look at you as the only child to the universe. Sometimes that's how you gotta look at shit. You special. Especially when you've been humble for too long and you just trained your mind to believe shit unintentionally, accidentally. You've been projected on and shit. I'm telling you, that's why it's important for y'all to also deprogram so you can reprogram. Some of y'all have beliefs since you were 7, 12, 20, and it's catching up with you in today's time. Slow down. Sometimes we doing this and doing that. We so busy in our life, but we busy with the wrong things. Let go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. Here I stand and here I live. The cold never bothered me anyway. I don't know if some of y'all think, oh well, if I get shunned, if people stop fucking with me like that, this is gonna destroy me. No, it's not, babe. Sometimes you be literally self-sabotaging because of fear, worry, doubt, and not fucking with yourself as much as you fuck with everybody else. Come on now. Don't stop. I told y'all, you can pause, you can take a break, but never stop. Keep going. Some of y'all, you encouraged to choose a new direction. I don't know where you was going, where you was trying to go, but it's something better, babe. It's something better. God, like, see, I got something for you. We gonna want you to go this way. And this is gonna be, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, this is gonna be a life that you enjoy, that you possibly never could fathom that you will be living. It's gonna be like you literally living in your own fairy tale. I'm telling you now, it may sound too good to be true to a lot of y'all. That's because your childhood dreams has been shattered. Your imagination, your dreams, just like these other motherfuckers around here. But the only difference is, you not dishing out that same trauma to everybody else. You not telling people, oh, you ain't gonna live up to shit, Maybe some of y'all done got mad and told somebody, oh, your ass ain't gonna be shit. You know, I'm not talking about that though. Then it says, not the right time, reconsider. Tell me more about this, not the right time, reconsider energy. What is this here? See, something just wasn't the right time. Look, forgiveness. Yeah. Pay attention. How are you moving in your life? Some of y'all, you're not stagnant, but you're still moving. But are you moving in the way that it's going to bring about growth and progress and everything else? So coming to peace, and that has a lot to do with being at peace with the ones who've harmed you, destroyed you. They ain't do shit for real. Like the name Tiny, that shit was tiny to a giant. Little did you know. But that's what happens when you surrounded around a bunch of low vibrational motherfuckers who can't even stand in their own power. Then it's gonna rub off on you. Now all of a sudden it's embedded in your brain that you can't reach this certain level, that you can't make it this far. I'm telling you, that's how it be. And it's embedded in the subconscious. That's the crazy thing. This song is called Not You Too. See, some of y'all, you didn't came into connections with people, and you probably didn't know that they would be people who you would have to shit on too. Cut out your life and move on from. You was like, damn, you too? I gotta cut you off too? But it's okay, because like I said, it's something better. People who you won't actually have to cut off. People who you won't actually have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was dealing with people who was just nasty. Poor hygiene. That includes spiritual hygiene. Look, he said, don't waste your time. And I think he said, don't waste your time on me. I'm not sure, but confirmation here. Don't be wasting your time. Hurting. There go that flame, babe. Look, we got the dead end and the stone. It's only up from here, babe. But it's up to you. What you gonna do? Imagine if everybody telling you, oh, this is destined for you, this is da-da-da, and whole time you were the one that was supposed to make it to your destiny with your own choices and actions. Imagine. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to other people's belief, if it's something that don't make you go harder in your life to get to where you want to be, you may want to, yeah. Because we don't need to be slacking on our journey. We wasn't made to have this easy, this, and that. We can get through any trial and obstacle. So I promise you, some things that you think is too much, it's not. It be easy as hell. You be thinking you finna climb a high ass mountain. The whole time it took you 2 minutes to get up there. You thought it was finna be this, that. Because maybe that's how it was before in your life. Sometimes when we go through things in life, we feel like we'll go through it again. Like I said, that was just so you can learn, become aware, etc. Now you really in the energy to where you can never go back into any of those things that you've experienced, because you was operating from a space of yourself who didn't know any better. It's different now. You know better now. It's different now. I'm telling you, the heart, I'm telling you right now. If you want to get this deck for yourself, it's called the Archetypes. It comes with a little, if you scan a QR code or something, yeah, they usually have them on decks if it don't come with a guidebook. Look at the little guidebook. Or you can use your own intuition and see how it will resonate for you. Shit. You know, you are the messenger. The cards don't talk. You give the message. You tell people what the cards is saying, or at least what you saying, and the cards is just the extra. This is your wisdom. This is your this. This is your that. You're free. You moving on. You letting go. You loving you. Some of y'all could be getting readings. Man, just keep doing you, bro. Keep moving forward. It don't matter what everybody else doing and what happened. You already know what happened. Readings only confirm what you already know. I mean, yeah, they can predict the future as well, but a lot of times when you hear a message, what happens? It be confirming what you already know. Don't be wasting your time on shit that don't matter. Some of y'all are going to be getting readings that are going to be beneficial, like this one, right? We got chasing. What are you chasing? Maybe this could be other people chasing you, but a lot of times this is your own energy. I'm giving a reading to you, not nobody else. But sometimes other people's energy can come out of your spread, and we can get some tea on what, you know, they got going on when it comes to you. So just apply it to how it fits. I feel like it's given, I don't chase, I attract. Even though that's pretty much the irony of it, because it's actually saying chasing. But that's what I'm getting. It says pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Only thing you should be going after is the target. And that should be inner peace. Don't you want that? It shouldn't be money. It shouldn't be fame. It should be all that weak shit that they created in the 3D plane. That's weak. You can come into that, the powerful being that you are. You don't have to be labeled as weak in that sense, right? But that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. Look at who made it famous. Come on now. Look at who we talking about. Look who made these things famous. Look who made these things exist. People who are not even on your level spiritually, they could not sit with you. They can only sit with you because you have a huge heart enough to let them in. But realistically, respectfully, they can't sit with you. Angel number 16 could be significant. 516. The problems, the challenges, you're now coming into solutions. You're now getting the answers. The whole time it was right in your face because it was something that you've already knew, that you've already known. The subconscious has all the answers. This song is called Sin on Purpose. Take that how it resonates for you. Shit, go against what everybody else saying, right? They always telling you, oh, this is a sin. Or da, da, da. Who created this? You don't even live by that shit because you the biggest sinner ever. You can't attach none of that to me. They be insecure, so they taught you how to be humble, right? Nah, baby. We got our own mind around here. Somebody is spying on you. I'm seeing social network information, ways. Somebody has ways to spy on you. Somebody's getting information or wanting information. That's why they're spying. Some of these people are spying on your social media. Don't be worried about nothing that is not. It's irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. See, some people confused. Because you moving in silence this time around. See, people are effed up over you. I told y'all that earlier. Because you the bestest family, friend, lover there ever. I'm telling you. Now they effed up over you. Somebody can have braids. Somebody can be melanin. Hoop earrings. Necklaces that have a heart. She literally has a necklace that has a heart. People who do them the edge stuff. Some of y'all can do that. This song is called Oh Deal. It's called Blame You. Like, if they don't blame you right now, they'll do it down the road someday. That's what his lyrics say. He said, if I don't blame it on you tonight, I will down the road somehow or someday. So if I don't blame you tonight, I will down the road eventually. That's what I'm saying. I just had made a video. Make sure y'all follow my backup TikTok. Link is in my bio for all platforms and payment options. It includes my website. My website also has reviews. I lost my train of thought. We got Unfazed. This is how you look. It looked like ain't shit bothered you. Maybe that could be the case. You didn't get here overnight, babe. It was a journey. What, you 24 now? What, you 30 now? 20-some, 30-some? Teenager? 40-some? What is it? You didn't show up in this energy on day one. It took you going through some shit. It took you mastering things. It took you being your own shoulder to cry on. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. You was the shoulder for everybody else. You was the motherfucking ear for everybody else. That's why I told you, you're the catalyst. You over here searching and looking. That's you, babe. You the one who people be praying, and you somebody dream gal, dream guy. But like I said, none of this matters if you don't know who the hell you are, and you don't, like I'm telling you, respect yourself, love yourself. You're awesome. Mystic beings, ethereal souls, untouchable, unfuckwittable. Yeah. They may ask you, they may say, well, who gave you that title? Bitch, I gave you that title. Y'all would give me that title too if y'all weren't so insecure of your damn self and trying to knock me down. I told you, who created the word humble? Go look up the definition, babe. Who did that? A motherfucker who was insecure. Ain't no be humble around here. What you mean? Ain't nobody conceited, so why you telling me be humble? That's because your light irritates their demons. It don't make none of the shit that they be saying and doing make sense. Y'all was going through the most shocking, craziest things in your life, and you still overcome it all. Crying in your own pillow, crying yourself to sleep, depressed, trying to work at the same time, go to school, do all this, in relationships, being who you are. Child. And the thing is, you didn't have a blueprint, and you didn't learn any of these things out of a book. It's not on you, it's in you. That's why I'm the motherfucking teacher, bitch. Sex fix, secret lover. Y'all was dealing with people who put y'all in a love affair, third party situations, pregnancies, and whatever else. Y'all done really got through so much stuff that was extremely painful, toxic, hurtful. You one powerful person. But see, not a lot of people are praising you for this. Not a lot of people are, it's like they making it like this small to a giant, right? But that's why are we listening to bird brain bitches? Huh? It ain't a rhetorical question. marrying for money. People are only connecting with you because of what you can do for them, how you can love them, support them, etc. Now y'all coming into this energy where you like, I don't love anybody any less, I just love me more. So what are you doing for me in my life? Are you a positive impact? Are you a huge impact? Or are you just here to slow me down? Are you here to just get in the way? Are you here to just leech off of my God and goddess energy? Because if that's the case, bye. You can't do nothing for me. I don't care if you make more money than me, have more money than me. I don't care if you're a millionaire, because all that shit don't matter. Success is within. It's not about how much money I have, babe. But some of y'all, you're meant to be wealthy. You can come into that, especially if that's your reality. So you got some people who don't give a fuck about that finance shit, and they not even buying anything, because guess what? They accumulated the knowledge and everything that they needed so that they wouldn't have to work for money or do any of that other shit. People out here gardening, they know how to build them their own basic shelter, and I don't mean 3 sticks with a tent over it. No. They know how to do that. That means shit, they can build their own damn house. See, in today's world, they make it seem like it's so hard to do because all of this material and everything. Baby, you can use bamboo sticks, get some dirt, some water, and mix it up with some stick leaves. There go your paste, and you'll survive the night in a thunderstorm, a snowstorm, etc. That's what I'm saying. But hey, it's the journey. You don't have to be trying to rush to the destination, because it's the journey itself. That's how you will be able to tell your story. That's how you will be able to speak what they call that shit, your testimony. The good and the bad matters. All of it matters. But you don't have to look at everything as bad or negative. See, the world has taught us to look at everything as bad and negative. That's why everybody traumatized around this bitch, because everybody feel like, oh my gosh, that means that. No. Withdrawn. Y'all like, man, y'all ain't my people for real. I can't fuck with none of y'all. Some of y'all feel lonely because you an extrovert for real. You a people person for real. Family oriented for real. But you withdrawn. You out here single, lonely, and solitude and shit. But that's okay. This is the best thing to be, because you was never in this energy when you got into the world. You was always around people. Then you went to school, then society. Then you was always around people. Now you get to be in your own energies to see how brilliant you are, how creative you are, etc. You won't be there for long, but what did I tell y'all? It don't matter about all of that. It's cool to have the support, especially. It's cool to have the friends, the this, the that, especially if they supportive and they actually know how to love and give, reciprocate energy. That's pretty good, right? But you need to be into the space to where you actually don't need or want, yearn or long for none of that. I'm telling you, and it can happen. This is the most powerful energy and space that you could ever be in, because now you're standing in your power. And you truly stepping in that God and Goddess energy that y'all be around here calling yourself. Period. Look, too busy winning. That's all that's going on. It may not look like it, but I promise you, you winning. You winning for real. You gonna keep winning. It's a mind thing. It's an energy thing. It's a self thing. Keep going. Shit, winner is your middle name. Facts. I don't know why your mama ain't put that on your birth certificate. I don't know why. Go ask her why. I'm telling you, people be hooked as if you a drug or something. Obsessed. That's why y'all got stalkers. But see, you escaping all of this. You avoiding people, you blocking people, you pushing away people. Not because you're avoiding in a low vibrational, oh, I'm trying to hide and da-da-da, no. It's because you getting away from psychotic motherfuckers. Period. That's what the divine feminine do, babe. Shit, this your side hustle for real. That's your side hustle for real. It ain't gonna be that there for long though. You got people who are infatuated with you, and I promise you, you're gonna come into connections that are healthier. And instead of people obsessive over you and all this toxic, low vibrational energy, it's gonna be a different type of, it's gonna be more like adore. Not in an addictive, I'm obsessed type of way. No, lustful, no. These new people, they don't even know how to spell lust, honey. Luscious. Lush. L. Come on now. Just like a person who got such of a good heart, they can't even think about doing you wrong. They don't even know what idea to come up with. It don't exist. Like I said, they don't even know how to spell lust, babe. They don't even know how to spell deadbeat, babe. Look, happily single. Period. If you're not in this energy, you need to work towards that. Turn the weaknesses into strengths. I already told you that. You don't have to take my word for it. But look, it's your life. Don't ever cheat yourself from the life that you deserve. Don't ever feel like it can also just fall in your lap. You are the creator. You got to co-create with the universe. Some of y'all, you doing you. Some of y'all, you going to be back on the market dating. You possibly already are dating. But use your wisdom. Okay? Don't be dating how you used to be dating in the past. Some of y'all, you're not even focused on dating. You focus on yourself. You dating yourself. You taking yourself to the movies. Okay? Some of y'all, you probably not even indulging in that. I'm going to take myself on vacation. Fuck a movie. My life is the movie. I'm going to make it that way. Let's go. Look, fantasy. You got to dream big. That Delulu word that they came up with, go ahead. Be Delulu. I don't know why it exists. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. This is your life. This is your reality. The world is yours, babe. You are the main character of your story. Make sure it stays that way. As you lived in a world that was this, that was that, that's what you know. But it's time to break out of that, because that was not the life that you were meant to live. Come into. You've experienced it. It was necessary. It was necessary. Y'all could be daydreaming, fantasizing, imagining things, or you're encouraged to dream big, huh? That's possibly the only way you will get to where you want to be at in life. But that's the message I have for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. If anybody would like to get on the list, please let me know now. If not, I will see you later on. I hope you enjoy the rest of your lifetime. I return the collective's energy back to them, and I release my energy back to me. If you want to get on the list, just click the link in my bio and scroll all the way down to payment options. Thank you, Corey. Thank you guys for double tapping the screen as well. If you haven't followed me, make sure you do give me a follow, or you may never see my face again. That's what they be doing, honey. So yeah. It's always many more messages to say. But if you want to get your own personal, let's get it. Let's go. I'm in that mode, honey. But if not, I'm about to go outside. And dot. If I end the live by the time you decide to get on the list, gratitude, namaste. Then send me a DM, babe. We family now. Yay. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Because who else gonna do it? Okay? God is there. Your spiritual team, your ancestors, but half of y'all not even really connected. You walking by what? Some of y'all walking by faith, what? This much. Which they do say you only need the faith of a mustard seed. So, but still, you don't want to just go with that little bitty, you know what I'm saying? Turn your weaknesses into strengths. Facts. Thank you, love you as well. Enjoy the rest of y'all lifetime, okay? Because if you're not doing so, you is not living right. You is not living right. It's a birthright, honey. They forgot to tell you. That's why I'm here. But don't let it happen again. Don't let it happen again. This is your life, and I'm going to need you to stay tuned. I don't care if the government is saying, no, this is how it's going to go. This is what we... No. How is a low vibrational motherfucker going to tell you what to do, how to go about it? But it's okay. If you still operating in the system where you have a 9 to 5 and where you doing this and where you doing, cool. It's a part of the experience. You don't have to look at things like, oh, I'm so spiritual that I can't work a job. Baby, it's the journey. Release all beliefs, because a lot of times beliefs is what really restricts you and hinders you. You don't have to release every single one of your beliefs, but just make sure you, come on now, make it make sense. Make it work for you. Work smarter, not harder. Choose your battles respectfully, okay? They said, I got you. I'll make it happen. And instead of that being said to me, like, yeah, I got you, queen. In actuality, that's you saying that to you. You know, I got you. I'm on that. I'm on that. Like white on rice. This song is called Night Off. Take a break. Go on vacation. Rest. It's necessary. What you think you was supposed to come in here all work, 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 no play? No. And the main work that y'all doing is governmental work. The fuck?